Hi, I think I'll hang back here. Welcome to this, I was going to say to this TV show, but unfortunately no, we're just on YouTube. I'm going to be really honest, my surgery emotionally wasn't what I wanted because I had surgery in the middle of a pandemic. And so my expectations of the surgery were completely thrown out the window because for me, growing up, I was very, very closeted for a lot of the time. I knew I was trans. And so getting surgery almost for me was sort of this reclamation of all this time that I'd spent hating myself, and that kind of part of myself that, you know, when that was stripped away from me because we couldn't, you know, have people over to celebrate, or I couldn't have anyone, you know, be in the hospital with me, that was very difficult, and I was really angry about it. Not because, you know, I thought that it would be safer if people were with me or that I could have people over, but because it wasn't a choice that I made myself. But, you know, again, like, that's not me saying that I would have preferred to have people in a hospital room with me, you know, over at my house in the middle of a pandemic. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it was difficult for me to be alone. My family were with me, which is awesome, and I'm really, really grateful for everything that they did for me while I was recovering. But yeah, to me, I wanted to have a party, and I wanted to, you know, be able to sit down and play some games and stuff with some friends and have some snacks, but I can do that. So I just wanted to get that out the way because, you know, I don't want to lie about my experience and say that it was great because, you know, like, it was in the middle of a pandemic and I had surgery like 4 days before elective surgeries were cancelled again in Victoria. And like I said, I think in my last video that top surgery is still considered a elective surgery. I was really lucky. I went into hospital one of the very, very highest days of case numbers in Victoria. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out the way because, you know, I want to paint a holistic and honest picture. So onto the good stuff. My surgery, hands down, was super, super easy. It was very straightforward. I had one minor hiccup, which, you know, you'll see later in the video, but apart from that, it was really, really straightforward. I did not take a single pain medication aside from Panadol, which they give you, at least with Andrew Ives, on your discharge sheet. So I had to take that, so I took it. But honestly, I had no pain at all. Like, as soon as I came out of surgery, they were like, do you want pain medication? I was like, no, I don't have pain. And like, you're sure? And I'm like, I'm sure, there's no pain. And that question was asked of me many times while I was staying in hospital, but every time I was like, no, I'm fine. So yeah, stayed like that the whole time. Oh, sorry, my camera just stopped recording and I don't even know if it's framed the same because I had to move it. Anyway, oh my god, my shirt's just coming undone. Yeah, so, you know, I mean, you'll see like what happens in the vlog, obviously. I think surgery for me really just, it didn't happen the way that I wanted it to happen. I mean, the actual surgery, the actual process, it went absolutely perfectly. I mean, I could not have been happier with how it went in terms of, you know, my nerves, the recovery, the time in hospital, all that kind of stuff. It absolutely went textbook. It was so good. And, you know, emotionally, and I think for myself and what I really expected to feel was different, and I think that I'm still processing that. It was supposed to be like a really joyous, almost momentous time for me, and I feel as though just because of the timing of it, that kind of didn't happen. So I'm still processing that. That's something that, you know, that's not going to be everyone's experience, of course. I think obviously 2020 has been a wild ride, and what can you do? Live, laugh, love, I guess. At least that's what I tell myself when I try and sleep at night. So, you know, sit back, relax, enjoy this little vlog of my time throughout surgery and post-op. Yeah, I'll catch you on the other side. Why do I always start vlogs with my hair looking disgusting? Oh well, here we are. Morning. The day's here. It's happening. Ooh, I don't even have any words. My whole family's like, are you nervous? And I'm like, no. I feel like I'm a kid and it's it's like my birthday or Christmas, but it's like it's not happening yet, and you're kind of getting really excited. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I can't concentrate. My hair is like really annoying me. It's like you're really excited, but that excitement is so much that your brain kind of confuses it with like sheer terror. Like, so that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. So I've just had a shower. I'm dressed. I've stretched as well, so I like to stretch most days anyway, but I stretched extra this morning. Just make sure that I'm, you know, limber and mobile and whatnot. What else? I can't eat anything. The first thing I thought of when I woke up was like, damn, I'm really hungry. But I can't eat anything before surgery. I'm also really thirsty, but I can only sip water. So I've just been like sipping and then holding the water in my mouth to savor it. But yeah, I haven't even really packed yet. I just had to take my septum piercing out and I flung it into the sink. So now we have to try and retrieve it. Okay, I'm heading into the hospital. I've been dropped off. I'm really nervous. This is how I'm looking right now. I'm feeling, you know, I'm feeling like, oh, she exposed. She's got to get back in there. Feeling pretty good. Oh, this is bad. I've done a bad taping job. Jeez, all the netball I've played hasn't taught me anything. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty cafeteria lady fresh. They've put this thing here. I don't know. It's like it's got a pipe and it kind of goes into this thing and it fills up with air to keep me warm. Although to be honest, I'm a little bit hot. I'm feeling really good. I honestly don't feel nervous at all. I genuinely feel like I've played tournaments and stuff for badminton that's made me way more nervous than this. Like, everyone here is so nice. I've just been like hanging around for about 2 hours now watching Atypical. Yeah, I've had the marks done, you know, for the incisions and whatnot. What else? I've had my dietary requirement thing sorted out. Someone from the kitchen had to come down because I can't eat like 1,000,001 things. I've been tagged. There was no personal information on that. Yeah, just chilling out, just hanging out, really. I was offered some like medication for feeling anxious and whatnot, but I don't feel anxious. She was like, you can take it and just have a nap. I was like, nah. I think she said that because like I might get anxious, and by the time I actually get anxious, like taking it will have no effect because of like how long it actually takes to kick in. But I honestly just don't feel the need, you know. That's about it, really. I think I should. It's about 2:30 now in the afternoon. I've been here since like in this room since about 12:30. So yeah, I think they'll kind of wheel me in at about 3, I think that's what they said. But yeah, I'm so fine. I'm feeling good. My mum just texted me. She's like, hope you're feeling good. I am. Thanks, Mom. I'm just so happy. I don't know. Like, there's just literally no other way I can feel right now, which is so good. But yeah, I'll check in soon, hopefully. Morning. It's finally morning. That was a really long night. I've got you resting. Oh my God, my mouth is so yucky. I've got you resting on my coffee cup. So it's like 8 o'clock or something. I've had like 4 nurses and the surgeon come in. Surgeon says I'm good to go home. There's barely any swelling, no bruising. I'm draining anything weird out well. Yeah, I came out of surgery really, really fine. Like, I wasn't nauseous, I wasn't dizzy. I don't know if I've already said this, maybe I have. But the worst thing, honestly, the worst thing is like from 12 midnight, you can't eat, you can't drink, just in case like something goes wrong and they need to just quickly duck you back into the operating theatre to fix it in the morning. which is like never usually the case with something like this, but you know, you don't know, you might have like a hematoma or something that needs dealing with. And I was so thirsty because like I didn't know this, and so I wasn't really drinking water because I didn't want to have to keep getting up to go to the bathroom in the first couple of hours I was like recovering. So like I didn't really drink any water after not eating or drinking anything yesterday. And then it got to 12 and they're like, okay, no more water, and I was like, so I think my mouth is really, really gross right now. My food selection for vegan gluten-free isn't like that great. I've got like a cup of orange juice, and some fruit in a cup, because I think they were a little bit worried with all my intolerances and stuff, I think, to give me anything fresh. But it was also partially my fault because I left my like order unfinished because they were like, check with the kitchen, and I was like, okay. And then I went to the bathroom and came out, and then like everyone was in my room and my food was already here, and I was like, okay. But I do have corn chips just there, so yeah, I'm feeling good. This is what it's looking like right now. As you can see, there's like some gauze and stuff there, so it's kind of bigger than it looks. Yeah, I'm just taking it easy. Pain is a 0. I've literally only had Panadol. Like, honestly, I've had just Panadol. That's it, yeah. Yeah, just to clarify, I feel like, if anything, I feel a little bit, hungover in the brain. Like, not physically, but like in the brain. Yeah. Hello, I'm gonna get in the car first before talking to you. Lily's here helping me out. So I'm in the car, obviously. I'll take these bad boys off. So I'm feeling actually really good. Getting my drains out, just heading to the hospital with a little pillow in front of me, for safety. Hi. Currently putting a face mask on because my skin is like super dry. She is messy. So it's been a week since surgery. I'm just gonna look in here to do it, sorry. And today I am going to the hospital to get the little pads on my nipples changed. No, not changed, like taken off. And I'm also getting the dressings, so like all the tape and band-aids that are on my drain sides taken off, cleaned and changed. The last time I filmed anything, I was actually still in the hospital. No, I was on my way to get my drains out. I didn't get anything filmed in there because I had to go in by myself because, you know, pandemic situation, so the hospital's not allowing any visitors. What else? Yeah, getting the drains out was super non-painful. Like, some people, I suppose, depends on who you are, but I didn't even feel it. My nurse, she was super gentle. She told me everything she was doing before she did it, and it was kind of like a one swift movement, and then it was done. But I don't get really squeamish over that kind of thing anyway, so it really didn't bother me at all. I've been in no pain. Like, I've been sore. So initially it was like I did a really big workout on my chest and my pecs, but again, it wasn't like I couldn't, like it wasn't like agonizing pain. I didn't feel like I needed to take the stronger pain medication. Yeah, and then after that, it turned into like a bruised pain because I started getting some swelling on my left side here. And then it bruised, so I got a little bit of that. But honestly, I've just been taking Panadol 4 times a day, so what they told me to do on my discharge sheet, and I've been pain-free. Yeah, I know, I've been pain-free. It's been incredible because, like, obviously this is a major surgery, so they do expect you to be in pain, but I wasn't. Oh dear. I wasn't at all. So yeah, it's going really well. So I'll go today and get everything changed. I've just been hanging around. The worst parts for me have honestly been the antibiotics. So I don't know, it's just me. Antibiotics always make my stomach really like gross and just out of balance, and I have like a autoimmune disease that's in my stomach anyway. Well, I guess like, yeah, I have celiac disease anyway, so my stomach and whatnot are never going to be working entirely harmoniously, but they just made me feel really queasy. Oh my god, it was so bad. Like, I'd take it, and if I took it with too much food, it would give me like really bad stomach pains, but if I didn't take it with enough food, I'd feel really faint and like just kind of unwell. So it was kind of took me a while to find the balance, and then by the time I found the balance, I was finished. So that was it. Honestly, that's it. And then yesterday, I started getting really bad itching over like all of the incision sites and the nipple grafts and everything. So that's really good, that they're healing, that I had no like excess fluid in my drains. I barely had anything. The nurse was like, oh, there's like nothing here. I only had to empty them once in the morning after I came home from hospital. So if I went in, yeah. But that was just because I wanted to have a go at draining them and not that I actually needed to. Yeah, no trouble sleeping. The only thing I felt is a bit tired, and I had maybe 2 naps. But even then, they were like 40-minute naps. I've just been playing Animal Crossing and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I binge watched The Politician, like season 1, mostly yesterday, and I've just finished it today. So I've been like very, very lucky. I'm like extraordinarily surprised. But yeah, I think it was because I just wasn't stressed about it at all. I said in an Instagram story response to a question I got about how I felt and if I was nervous, and I honestly like really felt like the only time I got nervous was when I thought that I was going to run late to my admission to hospital. That was literally it. Hey everyone, it's been a minute, and I'm shirtless, so it is officially 4 weeks from my surgery date today, so I have been granted ability to take off the compression garment that I've been wearing. I just feel a lot more free and able to breathe. I didn't realize how suffocating it was making me feel. It was really causing me a lot of like shoulder problems and stuff, and obviously I was taking breaks and stuff, but and even with like, you know, a little bit of like amateur massage and stuff, it just really wasn't good, and my breathing was a bit weird. Anyway, I thought I'd just do a little bit of an update on how my chest is, because I realized that, yeah, I haven't shown kind of what it's been looking like. So I thought I'd just pop in and show you what my chest is looking like right now. Although, disclaimer, there is a lot of tape residue on my chest. I've been using the tape that I was given at the hospital for the last 4 weeks, and it's done its job for sure. It's just really awful to remove the residue of the glue. So keep in mind that I am still in the process of cleaning it off, but I just want to show you what it's looking like and just update you on kind of what has been happening. So as you can see, there's a lot of residue, kind of all the black bits, like the residue bits. My nipples are still healing. They've got maybe like a week to go, which is kind of why this guy's having a little party there. And then I've moved on to using a silicone gel. It's called Dermascar. I'll put it on the screen here. To like, you know, keep my scars funky fresh. Make sure that they heal properly. There's no kind of raised bumps on them eventually and stuff like that. So hopefully that will be good. And then it, you know, the residue on the tape will come off. 2 things I've had is, number 1, I had a part of very kind of hard swelling or fluid or something in my chest here, which was being caused, I think, it could have been caused by anything, obviously, but it wasn't being helped by the fact that my compression vest wasn't compressing properly. So it got quite swollen and sore, and as you can see that there was bruising here, and that bruising was quite verging on black, and it went all the way kind of over here and there, and that's still got a bit of a tinge to it, but yeah. Also, I'm left-handed, and I've played a racket sport, like I've played badminton for like my whole life, and so I think naturally this side of my chest is going to pop out a little bit more because I just do have that like natural muscle already there, whereas this side is not my dominant side, so it's quite flat. I'm not concerned because that can be fixed with training. So if I, care about it. So yeah, that's the first issue. Just this part here was raised and it was very sore, and there'd be times where it just got quite uncomfortable, although I didn't need to take Panadol. It was just something I noticed. I did check in with my nurse, and that's when we realized that the binder was too big for me. Apparently I'm very small, so yeah, it was just not working. The other thing that I've noticed as well is obviously over from this point onwards to here, your skin gets a lot more sensitive, and I do have feeling everywhere bar my nipples. So the only part that I can't feel is the scar, but even then I can feel my skin, so I have feeling everywhere. So when it gets over here, as you can see, the tape really stuck down well and did its job, but I think in peeling it off, my skin is just getting more sensitive. And of course, like with the movement in my arms, even though I wasn't, reaching up high or anything, I think that was just causing some irritation to the skin. And as well as that, I have got stretch marks that do run into, or used to run, into that side, like part of my chest. So, the skin's a little bit thinner and a little bit more sensitive. So particularly on this side, it's just quite sensitive, it's just very, it's just sensitive. And I did have quite a bit of swelling again because the compression vest wasn't doing its job properly. I did have quite like a couple of pockets of swelling here. They have gone down. You can see the stretch marks are creasing over there. It's not really a big issue for me. So I'm like super itchy. It's not really a big issue for me, but just something to keep in mind that will flatten down, I'm sure, as it kind of heals and I gain muscle around that area. It might just kind of puff it out a little bit. This side, not so much. I do know on myself that this side of my chest did have more stretch marks on it. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that my nipples are taking a little bit longer to heal, mostly because I think for me, like just on a personal level, I'm very, I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. So, showering and stuff while they're healing, and you've got to kind of clean the gunk off. You've got to just make sure that you're doing the right thing. And because you have literally no feeling in them, using like even just a flannel, like a towel, like a wash towel. You don't know how abrasive you're being, so I have to take my time and then putting them back on, and it's just, yeah. Oh, people are home from the dog walk. It is a little bit, energy zapping, so yeah, that's what I've been going through. But when my house isn't being a ruckus, I will check back in. Hello. I'm shirtless again, but a substantial amount of time has actually passed. Obviously I have been able to go and get my hair cut and re-dyed, which is really exciting. I got this super fun, like, it's like a fake mullet in that, like, I've put it back here. It's like a bit anime, retro, I don't really know. I just wanted to have fun, so here we are having fun. Yes, what's the date? Actually, I don't know what the date is. Oh, I think it's like the 2nd of November. So this is about 3.5 months since I got surgery, and I just wanted to show you what my chest is looking like now. So I'm fresh out of the shower, and I haven't put any silicone gel on there, which I've been doing still twice a day. So I just want to show you kind of what it's looking like. This is good. I'm a little washed out, but that's fine. So my nipples are healing really, really well. They've actually started to respond to temperature and also touch. I can kind of feel it if I think about it, but if I just like kind of brush my hand across, it's still pretty numb. I don't have any more numb patches anywhere. I did have a numb patch over here and here, and now it's just like normal skin. When I was allowed to start lifting heavy stuff again and getting back into some exercise and fitness, I started to kind of attack my upper body. I try and do it 4 times a week, but 3 times a week I will do some weights and stuff in my upper body, and some push-ups. So I have gotten a bit of like, I don't know if you can see it, but there is some muscle forming there, so that's great. It's kind of helping with the shape. In terms of the scars, they are, I feel like, getting flatter. They do get raised and red when I've been, you know, moving a lot, like after a workout, in the heat, that sort of thing. They'll kind of expand and get a little bit more coloured. On the side here, you can see that the scarring isn't super uniform. And I think I said earlier that was because of my stretch marks, or just the way kind of my skin was gonna lay on that part of the scar. I think they're kind of flattening out. I think as well, like the internal stitches are dissolving or whatever they do. So I think that's kind of just making the area a lot flatter. But yeah, that's kind of it. I've tried to make this super fast because I realized that the vlog is like literally 25 minutes long, but I just don't feel right not including certain stuff. I would rather it just in one video than kind of splitting it into parts and people, you know, trying to find different bits and bobs. So yeah, okay, cool. I'm really energetic right now. I'm gonna go continue my day. Yeah, thanks. Bye.